What's up, guys? Kudet here from KudetBeast.com. I'm so happy to make this tutorial for you guys. I have Wide Blue Premium Blueberry Lager. I'm sipping on some beer. Alright, shout out to everybody. You know, I know a lot of people complaining about the heat, but I think it's good. I mean, I'm not complaining. It could be pretty hot, but I mean, it's all good. Today I'm bringing you some tutorial that's gonna change your life entirely when it comes to beat making and selling of beats and stuff. If you out there and you sell beats, if you're a beat maker, you know, or a producer who makes a lot of beats and you want to sell your beats, I'm gonna tell you to do exactly what I'm doing and try to copy a little bit of my style, and it's gonna up how you're gonna sell your beats. I'm telling you, a lot of people gonna call you every day telling you, you know, hitting you up to, you know, buy beats. So I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I'm gonna go straight to what we have. I have a couple of beats. So right from the software, I create a folder and put all my beats into a folder. Okay, so you can see I've named the beats from beat 1 to beat 15. I have 15 beats and some other 7 international beats that's not hip-hop or R&B. Those are different type of beats. Okay, so I have all my beats that I want to be on my website here in a folder. Okay, so what I do is when you go to all these folders, I've named it from beat 1 to beat 15, like I said. So I've named it and I've rendered it MP3 and WAV. Okay, because if you're selling beats, normally the format you should use is WAV. Okay, because the WAV has all the information. You know, you're not losing any information when you sell beats WAV. But I mean, for YouTube, you know, for somebody to listen, you might want to render it MP3 format too. Got to make MP3 format available. Maybe somebody want to listen to the beat, or maybe somebody want to tell somebody to listen to the beat. You have that MP3 format where somebody could listen to the beat. Okay, so I did this folders. So basically, B1, you can see I have the MP3 and the WAV. B2, the same thing, MP3 WAV. And from here, I've got everything organized, like I said, in all my tutorials. Organize yourself so you don't beat about the bush. Okay. And I'm using this this template from these guys, music makers, and they're doing some great templates for you know, beat selling, you know, websites, because it's kind of hard getting a website that actually you know, can actually, you know, you could put your stuff there and sell beats successfully. You know, especially you link to your bank or you link to PayPal, you need a website that could pretty much do the job. Okay, so these guys, like, it looks pretty good. Like I said, Music Maker, they do pretty well in making these themes. They update it every now and then, so you have a lot of features, like you can see. As you can see here, I don't have any beats here, but these are sample beats. You can share on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You can email the person. You could download, have the download links. Like you can see, it has a lot of features that you could, you know, if you put beats there, it's easy for people to access it, and it's easy for people to share the beat. Somebody will not buy a beat, but will tell somebody to buy a beat or tell somebody to listen to the beat. And this is my about page. It's pretty organized. You know, that's, as you can see, that's me over there. It's pretty organized. You have your blog, you have your photo gallery. Pretty simple, but you know, all you got to do is have stuff together so you could, you could work on this template, and it's pretty well organized. I've seen a lot of beat makers out there using the same template to sell a lot of beats, and it's linked to your bank account. It's linked to a whole lot of stuff. So when somebody buys a beat, it's easy to get your money. You know what I mean? It's not hard getting your money using this theme. So I expect you, you know, look for they call it hip hop makers, music maker. They made this theme. It's pretty good. You have your YouTube, your SoundCloud, your whatever, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, all connected. So they could click on it and they could go straight to your website. Okay, so that's just by the way. One thing that you have to do is get your graphics. This is WordPress, so it's easy to organize. It's not HTML. If you want to get the HTML, of the theme, you could go get it, and they have it. But I think WordPress is simple to use. You know what I mean? So I expect you to, start playing with WordPress. How to make websites with WordPress. So this is WordPress. It's pretty simple, like I said. All right, so this is just by the way. And another thing, you gotta get your banners, in place. So I already designed my banners, as you can see. Pretty simple. I have font. This font is called Orbitron, and it's pretty nice. I have all my graphic works. So these are the stuff that you need. You need Photoshop. You need to get your graphics together. You need to get your website. If you don't have a website, get a pretty good website where you can sell your beats when your beats are ready. You can't sell beats on your mouth. You can sell beats and you don't have a website, or you're using some shitty website. Nobody's gonna buy your beats. Package yourself. Somebody could buy your beat. All right. So after I finish doing my beats in Logic, or doing my beats in Pro Tools, or doing my beats in whatever, I render all my MP3 or my WAV files, put it in a folder, and come to Pro Tools for mastering. So what I did is I've loaded all my beats onto tracks. Okay, so you can see I have all my beats loaded, and I have my jingles also loaded. Okay, so you want to work under 1024 samples. Okay, it's a higher buffer size. Choose a higher buffer size because you're going to be doing a lot of processing. Okay, so I want you to choose a higher buffer size when you mastering your beats. Okay, so what I did, straight to the point, is I have my guide track right here. All right, so I have my guide track, and my guide track is Kanye West All Day instrumental. Okay, so this instrumental is the instrumental I'm trying to look at and make all my beats sound just the same. Not the same, but sound close to it, because I like how it sounds, the kicks and everything looks pretty good. So I choose it as a guide one, and I have another track from Kanye West, Real Friends instrumental, that I took it from YouTube. I think I downloaded it from YouTube, but it has all the quality. It's WAV, so it has all the all the features, and it sounds pretty dope. So these are my two guide tracks. So when you go to Pro Tools, open the Pro Tools session, get your guide tracks, so that you have your guide tracks. All right, and load all your beats in a stereo tracks. Okay, so I have all my 15 beats loaded onto this guide tracks. Okay, so as you can see, this beat is pretty long because it's a cypher beat. Okay, so straight to the point, I play. This is what I do. I play the guide track and listen. Okay, but before we jump in, I have my jingles all loaded up. Okay, and I did a little bit of mixing here. Okay, on my jingles, I have the isotope alloy, and I've chosen Smoop female vocal sizzle, and it has a pretty good EQ to it. It has the EQ, the exciter, a little bit tweaked here. I just chose the preset, and I have the CLA. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying my beer. I have the CLA 3A up here, and I've cranked the gain a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't want to crank all my jingles to make it too loud that somebody cannot listen to my beats. Okay, and I have a delay. I have the normal stock Pro Tools delay. This is the aerodynamic delay, and I've tweaked it a little bit. So let me play my jingles for you to hear. If you don't have a jingle, try as much as possible to get a jingle, because it's really important when it comes to selling of beats. Okay, so you want a jingle, choose a lady, choose a female. If you can get a jingle, shoot me an email. I can make you a jingle. So you could have jingles on your instrumental. Because if you don't have jingles on your instrumental, somebody could just download it and not even buy it. You just download it and record, and you never gonna know where the beats are. You know what I mean? People gonna steal the beat. So basically, you don't want that to happen. Okay? You have your website. You have your jingles. That's the second thing. You have your graphics ready for your website, and on the jingles, you load the jingles like I've loaded it here. You know what I mean? I don't want to consolidate it because I want to. So you want to do your jingles in such a way that you want to arrange it in such a way that you having spaces in between your jingles. You don't want your jingles to play and make the buyer not listen to the beat. Okay, so you make your jingles, give your jingles some space where your buyer can actually, the artist who's trying to purchase the beat, listen to the beat. Okay, it's just in the middle. It's not blocking the song. Okay. Still enjoying my beer. So, like I said, I'll make you listen to my jingles and for you to hear. First one, let's go. Okay.
For exclusive beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com.
Exactly. So for exclusive beat, log on to CoolDayBeats.com. That's the first one. I just chose my sister to do it. She has a pretty nice voice. So that's the first one. It's the second one.
For sick beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com.
Yep. And I think I have another one that's just Cool Day Beats. So
Cool Day roll the Cool Day roll the snares.
All right, Cool Day roll the snares. So those are my jingles. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you call DJ whatever, say your name DJ whatever, and make your jingle. Make sure you got your jingles all rendered up. And I'm gonna give you another tutorial on how I made my jingles. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna show you how the mixing techniques and what it's doing. The delay, the long delay is this. It's just this. I loaded, dynamic delay with the same preset, with the default preset, and I put a mix to 27. Okay, so let's go straight to the beats. That's important right here. So these are my jingles. It's gonna play. I have my guide track. That's Kanye West All Day, and I'm just gonna let it play for you to see how the jingles and the instrumental is actually interacting, and it's not blocking anything. So we have one beat. So imagine this is your beat, all right? But it's a guide track, and this is how it sounds. So all my beats should closely sound like, how it's sounding right now with the Kanye West All Day instrumental. All right, so listen to it.
For exclusive beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com. For sick beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com.
Okay, so as you can see, my jingles came in a little bit. I'm gonna say some seconds, but I mean, when the first jingle came in the instrumental, it waited for some time before the next one came in. Okay, so you give the artist time to listen to the beat and enjoy the beat. Even though you marketing, at the same time you marketing your jingles, at the bottom, you still letting your artist listen to the beat. Okay, so this is my guide track All Day, and I'm gonna let you listen to the second one. I think that one is a little bit louder, but you can listen to it.
For exclusive beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com. For sick beats, log on to CoolDayBeats.com.
Okay, so you see how the jingles kind of mix with the beats, and it creates some nice, kind of advert kind of, feeling where the artist like, oh shit, let me go to the website and buy the beat. Okay, all right. So first things first, this is my first beat. Okay, so I listen to the beat, I listen to the volume close to the guide track. I'm trying to mix it close to the guide track. Okay, so your beat might not sound the same. Your beat might be louder or not loud or below the volume levels. Okay, it might be louder than your guide track or not loud than your guide track. I don't know how to put it, but a little bit lower than your guide track, your volumes. I'm talking about the volume right now. All right, so what you got to do is adjust. So what I do first is think about an API 25,000, and this guy right here is crazy. All the time I use this preset. It's pretty good. You can use it on your tracks, on your instrumental, on your master output of your instrumental. I'll go with a Lavine modern mastering glue, and it's pretty good. And I put the release to -2. The process I do, the main reason why I do this, either rather than we trying to talk about sound. So let's imagine this instrumental. Let me play it for you. For you to hear. Let me mute this one.
For exclusive beats, log on to CodeApeBeats.com.
All right, so when I was making these beats, I never put any effects, whatever, or I did not put any APIs, whatever, on the beat. Okay, so make sure you don't use the plugins that you use on the master track when you was making this beat. I made this beat with Pro Tools. Okay, make sure you don't use those plugins at the mastering phase. Okay, or at the finalization phase. Okay, because when you do that, you duplicating plugins, so you don't want to do that. Okay, you're gonna still get the same effect where you could have got it when you put the first plugin on the beat. Okay, so what I'm gonna expect you to do is don't use the API if you want to use the API on the mastering phase of the instrumental. I expect you not to use it on the mastering phase. You can use your limiters, whatever, but don't use too much limiting. That's what people do. That's what I've noticed on YouTube. People put a lot of these beat makers put a lot of limiters on it. You could go throw a limiter on it, and you could get a louder, instrumental, a louder sound. But at the end of the day, when an artist buys the beat and tries to record, it's already limited. They've already compressed the vocal through the limiter. So when the producer put the limiter on to get the vocals, through the instrumental, it over limits. Okay, technically, you put a limiter when you have your vocals on it. You can limit it. You can limit your beat a little bit to mix it together. But we have a lot of plugins to kind of make your beat sound louder, make your beat cut through the mix, whatever. Okay, so don't use those limiters on your instrumental. I'm just trying to say, don't use limiters on your instrumentals. It's not good. It's not gonna help the artist, and it's not gonna make your artist come back and buy your beats. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You just want to put your limiters at the end on the mastering phase. Right here, I could put my limiter on it, but not when I'm doing the beats. When I'm doing the beats, I just do the beats. Okay. And put some whatever instrument, put some compressors on it, on the kicks and the snares and whatever hi-hats. But you don't want to put limiters on the master track. You don't want to do that. If you want to limit it, you can limit it just a little bit. Let's say 5 dBs. You don't want to go down to like -10 dB where your beats sound too loud. Okay. So this is my technique. I don't put limiters on it, but I just come here, put the API 2500. You can use some other, solid state SSL plugins, they have pretty good. Or you could put an isotope maximizer or whatever on it, and get the same, this same effect. Okay, you could put on a beat. You could put a maximizer on it and maximize the frequencies that you want. Okay, but you want to get on the you want to, after you've made a beat, you want to get to operate the attack, the threshold, the ratio, and the release. That's the four things that a compressor, the mastering compressor, needs on a beat. Okay, so all the time I have the ratio down, the attack down, threshold down, have the tone to normal. So I want to keep all my normal tone of the beat, the knee, the soft, the shape. I don't touch the shape. I just put the release up and crank it. This beat, it sounds pretty loud, so I don't want to crank it. So it sounds pretty well for me. And so this is the API analog compressor, and it does a lot of job, And one thing that you can also use is the SSL. One thing that, who's calling me, man? I can't. So one thing that you can also use is the SSL, right? The SSL kind of binds the sounds together. So you can see it has the threshold, the release, the rate, the ratio, and the attack. Okay, so this guy right here has the same features of this guy. As you can see, is already cranked, and I don't want it cranked. That's why I use the API. Okay, so with a master phase, get a plugin that has the release, the thresholds, where you could crank it up a little bit. This beat sound pretty well. I could have cranked the threshold or the attack if I wanted the beat to sound a little bit faster, and I crank the attack a little bit, or kind of tweak the ratio a little bit and put a lot of gain on it to get the volumes right to sound like my guide track. So this one is pretty good. I'm done with the mixing, so I go to the next beat. So basically, that's what you want to do. You want to line up your beats, line up with your jingles, everything on the same track. Not on the same track, but like on the same projects or the same session, where you have all your beats, so you could actually adjust all your beats. At the end of the day, one will sound a little bit louder. Sometimes you don't want to put any compressor or whatever on it. You could just look at the waveline, how it sounds, and crank the volume up a little bit. Okay, this one sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. So right here. Alright, so this one sounds good. Let's go to the next beat right here. So let me see how this beat sounds. Alright, so let's listen to the guide track. So you can see this beat is not sounding, it's not loud. Okay, so all we gotta do, put the API, let's copy this, put it here, crank it up a little bit. So let's see how it sounds right now. So let's play our guide track first. And let's play our track. Without the API, with a guide. See, it's a little bit louder. So now with the API, with a gain, and I'm using this template, Lavine more than Master and Glue. So you have your release to -2. Alright, so this beat sounds pretty good to me. I don't have to crank it a little bit. I'm gonna put a release to -1, and it's pretty good. Alright, so go to the next beat. Okay, make sure your beats are pretty done, mastered pretty good, so you don't have to tweak a whole lot of stuff. See? So let's listen to this beat to the guide. So, and listen to our guide track. So automatically you can see this beat is not loud. So you copy your API, put it on. Put it this one, the 2. Let's see how it sounds. So you can see everything sounds kind of close to the guide track. So now I've got the volume. So this is my process on how I get my volumes right, okay? And I have my jingles playing. So let's say, I have my jingles loaded up on the last track. So all the time my jingles are playing through the beat. So let's do an example. Listen to how this beat is playing with the jingles.
Exclusive beats, log on to CoolDateBeats.com.
So as you can see, the vocals cut through the mix and it cuts through the beat. It makes it so nice for somebody to buy it. So this is my mastering techniques. If you want to do some mastering after this beat, you could do it. After you've done all that and you want to do some mastering, and some people don't really have a computer with so much RAM, so kind of lags when you have a whole lot of plugins on it. But basically, you don't want to do anything to a beat. All you're gonna have is like a tight compressor on it. You know, with a threshold, you can play with a threshold attack. I don't like playing with an attack that much. If the beat is playing too slow, that's why I put an attack on it. And I check the views and check the dBs on how the beat is sounding. Let me see how this beat sound on the compressor. So you can see it hits the -1. You don't want the beat to hit 0, but it's an instrumental. Okay, so if it hits 0 at one point, it's not bad. Okay, so don't freak out when your beats are hitting 0 and you think you're doing a bad job. No, it's an instrumental. Because at the end of the day, the instrumental will be lowered down and the vocals, be loud a little bit. Depends on how the producer is mixing the beat. Okay, with the vocals. Okay, so don't freak out when it's going over 0. But you don't want to make it too loud. That's why you put a guide track on there to guide you get your volumes right. Okay, let's listen to the guide track and see. It also hits the see the guide track hits the 0. so like I said, don't freak out. Choose a nice guide track. That's what I chose. Kanye West, he does pretty good beats. So pretty much, and you save your stuff along. Okay, so after you go right here, render your stuff, export. You bounce it, and you make sure you bounce all your MP3 files, okay? Don't bounce them WAV. These are MP3s. So, like I said, on your first folders, make sure you have your WAV in your MP3. Get all your MP3s here. Export them in MP3, okay? So, what you're going to export it in is in 16-bit and in MP3 file format, okay? Interleaved, and you bounce them. You can bounce them, name them, whatever. At the end of the day, you could put some pictures in it. When somebody buys your beat, they know it's CoolDate Beats or it's whatever beat or it's DJ whatever beats, okay? And use the slow and highest quality slow encoding time. Use that one. You're getting higher. If you want to surround, you can enable surround, but I don't want to surround, so I just keep it an MPG3. And you keep all your stuff tag type. You want to do the ID3 V3 1.0 or Normally I just go with the ID3 V2. That's the tag type. That's the tag information. You don't need all that on an instrumental. And you could render your stuff, okay? So you render it. You can automatically render all of them in one, or you can just render them one by one so you can listen to the beat, okay? And have the folder. So I have my folders with Jingles, and this is where I'm going to render all my instrumentals. Put them here. Put the MP3 files, instrumentals here. And I will name this folder with Jingles MP3 and create another folder and name it with Jingles Wave, okay? At the end of the day, when I'm done with this part, I just go to my website or this Photoshop. Go to my website, okay? This is my website. This is the back end of the WordPress website. And go to whatever, how I post my beats. Go to my beat store, post all my beats. And when it's Wave, you could show it. Like I said, get this theme. It's pretty good if you want to sell beats. It's pretty good. Buy them. It's like $50. I don't know. I forgot. Buy this and always stay updated with stuff. And one tip that I can show you is you could go to this website called. I'm just show you real quick. It's called Theme Forest. Okay. Got Theme Forest. Alright, so you go to themeforest.com. They have tons of stuff. You don't want to go to you go to Theme Forest, okay? You don't want to go to different website where you're not going to find anything, any graphics, any high quality graphics. So see, they have some high quality graphics where if you need a logo or something, they could help. You know what I mean? They provide some Photoshop files that's gonna help you. So normally, if you go to Video Hive and it's in the website, if you go to Theme Forest, all those websites in the parent website is in Vado Market. Okay, so when you go to Theme Forest, it takes you to Theme Forest. But when you click on Video Hive, it takes you to another website. But it's all embedded in Vado Market. And these guys provide video stuff. Okay. So if you're interested in looking to buy some video stuff, you looking to buy some stuff for your label, you looking to buy some graphic works, Theme Forest provide graphics, Video Hive provide video stuff, Audio Jungle provide animation stuff, and Audio Jungle provide instrumental stuff, like let's say instrumental sounds and stuff. Graphic River provides plugins and graphics, okay? Theme Forest, my bad, I forgot. Theme Forest provides themes for websites and stuff, and Graphic River provides the graphics. Photo Dune provides some stock photos. If you want some stock photos, maybe your YouTube page, whatever, you can come here and get some stuff, and it's pretty good. It's gonna help you maximize your beat sales. Okay, so this is how I render my stuff. This is what I do. This is what I do on my beats. At the end of the day, I don't do a lot of stuff on it. Like I said, don't put limiters on your beats. Use the API, use the SSLs. On your jingles, you can put an alloy on it, CLA, pump it, bump it a little bit, put some delay on it. Make it cut through the mix. You don't want it to be too loud when your artists come hear the beats. And don't make it too much where your artists can't really listen to the beat. They just listen to the jingles. You don't want to do that too. And you want to keep stuff clean and put stuff on your website. So this is some tips for today. I'm gonna enjoy my beer, and get yourself some beer. And it's summertime. Normally in Virginia where I live, I go to hookah bars on the weekend. So hopefully when you come to Virginia, just give me a call. We can chill. So happy holidays, and I'm gonna bring you some tutorials next time. Bye.